Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Zenji and today we're going to be playing Going Medieval. Currently we're in episode 44 in our Starfort style mega build, and as you can see it is coming along nicely. So we're having some rooms being built on the second floor. It is taking quite a bit of time, of course. That's what good things do, but good news, we have a negotiator on our border. So it looks like we're going to be fighting off this new position very shortly. Of course, which is going to be very good for us. And we're going to test our battlement defenses. But before that happens, I do see that there are some of our workers without any ranged weaponry. So we are going to select ranged on everyone. Hopefully they can find something. And of course, we'll need to make sure someone is producing those. And just double check everyone has something to wear. So there's a few of us who do not have any weapons. So of course we're going to have to find out who those are. If I go down to our dungeons, we're going to see who's on the bowers table. And we have a whole bunch of longbows that are required. So this is called, is it crafting? No, smithing, carpentry. All right, so we need a few on carpentry. So Lady Blue can switch from cooking as a 1 to carpentry. And then who else? I guess Kip could also do that. We'll switch his research to 2 and his other works to 2 as well. Alright, that should ensure at least 1 or 2 workers available for this position. Get some longbows, hopefully get some of our guys equipped for the next fight. As you can see, there's not many that are available. So this could be a little tight. We'll see. I'm sure it's going to take them a while to get through this gate, so it could work, it could not. But our blacksmith area is going very well. It is chock-a-block full of kilns, because we just need so many clay bricks, it's unbelievable. But we also perhaps need some armory, which would require, for example, the bowers table, the armory. And what else? Donations? No. Okay, so just those 2 benches. What shall we do? Shall we do a open plan like this? Maybe it'll look quite nice. We're going to copy that. And we're going to have a pathway in between. We'll do something like this. Okay, so each one, maybe for 2 of each. Wouldn't be a bad idea to have. The armory table is quite massive though. Now if we do that, how are we going to walk through here? Can't believe the armory is huge like that. That's unfortunate. Let's rethink this layout. Perhaps we... Perhaps I couldn't delete all that now. Technically it shouldn't. Sometimes there's a bit of a overlap when you cancel a building or build or something. Do that, do that. That's that. So that. Now we need a pathway to get to these stairs in case of. Alright, so that is there. Now, bows table. We can do one there, one there. Armory. And I guess we could do something like that. And we could possibly just cover everything in clay brick. Why not? I think that should be fine. And then we'll do. Perhaps just a wooden floor over yonder, like so, and then I think this is a wicker roof. Yes, we'll go continue with the wicker style, and that is not working, but that is. Cool, and then I guess we'll do the same on the side to create some uniformity. So we're going to ignore the negotiator because they just want to fight anyway, so not really phased by that. But hey. Alrighty, so we have these rooms starting to take shape. What we'll do is wait for them all to be built before we start adding more production to them. Otherwise, it's just going to get out of hand. So we'll first complete those. But let's take a look at our bows table. Does not seem like anyone is taking this too seriously. And we'll just add some short bows. Let's see, maybe we get one out. We have quite a large amount of coal stored, which is good. Dirt, some clay. And we should most likely start shifting all of our storage over here. Now that will take some time as our big old storage system and our star fort is going to take some time. Looks quite cool though. But hey, we're going to have staircases for all this. Each room's going to have its own components, but yeah, we have that going. And then we're getting clay from these spots, and of course we are going to be filling in these areas. So wherever we see it, we shall fill it in with some soil. And that way we can, yeah, perhaps use this as extra farmland if needed. Ooh, looks like some guys have gotten some bows. Right, extortion by the beard Kremeg. I think we fought these guys a few times already. You stood your ground, refusing to give in to their demands. We just ignored them. So we obviously took up arms and we make ready for battle. So they'll be here quite shortly, which means you have to actually pause. Who is on? Stuart. Someone's sleeping. Aldred, can you? No, you're not. You're not the one. Training artist. It's Godwinner. Construct. It's lock. Tell Godwinner. Don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but lock the stall. And then what shall we do? Okay, so that's everyone there. I think we'll have to do this. Go to manage, and draft everybody that's not God winner. And set you guys to be fighters on the wall. Okay, so someone's broken, so they're not going to do that. And then good winner's obviously locking the door. Let's see this happen. And it's shut. Alright, good winner. I'll draft you. Okay, we'll slow time down just so that we can align everyone. Some throwing axes. I want to see how they work in the second levels. Sling can go there. Cassandra can go there. Dale's got a sling, so he can go there. And Edric. Nota's broken. Eustace. Over there, sir. Fried tuck. Good winner. Let's sit there. And then we have Gregor, who has a hatchet, so you're just gonna chill. Actually, you can just be undrafted, to be honest. Good old Kip. Lady Blue. Mariota has a hatchet. We'll just put you to sleep. Asita. Hey, you can stand there. Scott there. Sabel over here. Sirloin. And Surrender is the big man in the back. Okay, 37 enemies have arrived, and let the lag begin. So they are approaching the north side. Okay, we're going to do a little cheeky little maneuver here and see if we can shoot some guys as they approach, and then we'll shift some of our archers back up to the walls over here. Alrighty. Raiders are on their way. I guess while we're here, we might as well set some things to be harvested. This is going to take a hot minute. I guess that's what happens when we have too many buildings and structures. It starts to get quite laggy. Alright, first enemy is here. Come on, lag. Fire at will. Okay, seems like We're handling business here. It's taking a little while. Oh yeah, the lag is killing me. Oh, there's one archer down. 36 to go. But they're a little confused. And don't seem to be making their way to me. So this is like a waste of time, actually. Come on, then. I guess we confused the AI so much that it just didn't want to fight us. So what I can do is take half of everyone and just undraft them. Just because we, yeah, nothing's really happening. So we'll leave a few on the wall. We'll leave 4 guys. As I do that. So we have a few archers who are still on the walls. We'll have to wait and see how this all goes. Only 5 of us. Should be fine. If it starts to get a little bit more hairy, then we'll bring in some more guys. But for now, not much is happening. Oh, there we go. Very boring fight, unfortunately. Maybe we can get one out of it. Attack him. Let's see. Maybe a second one. Alright, we're going to undraft everyone and back to business, and then we'll open this up. Yeah, guys, that was a terrible fight. I don't know why the AI decided not to engage. It's kind of boring. And yeah, it is what it is. But I think we'll need to take good old, what's her name? Baduna. Just ask her to open this door for us so we can get to work. And then we will shift allow on all these items we can now use. So there's some slings there, which is quite nice. I'm sure everyone will be getting back to their regular routine. Of course, we still have some enemies on the map because they just take a while to flee, I guess. If they have not already. Anyway, well, we'll just chalk that one up to a, I don't know, AI not being able to path correctly. Could be because of this system. But let's see. So also it probably has to do with something about this thing we got going on here. Maybe it has to be easier for them to get to us. So perhaps like here we do a a staircase for our I don't know, enemies, so we can take them out. It's kind of ridiculous that they cannot pass to us, but you know what? If this allows them to get to our gate so that we can take our enemies out, yeah, we'll do it. For now, though, let's take a look at our other resources, some meals. Yeah, not that many roasted meats, junkets, tartberry pies, fish dishes. Raw food is through the roof, so lots of meat, eggs, cheese, milk, some beets. We got some trout, pike, smoked fish, smoked meat, and all the honey you could ever possibly want. Okay, King the chicken died. That's terrible. What a shame. Flax. What do we get for flax? Flax seeds, linen cloth. And we need barley. So hopefully a trader can come by and we can buy as much barley as possible. Of course, anything on the map with hay, we're going to need to harvest it. It's just something that we're lacking currently. So you see it, harvest it. Obviously until we get our barley fields 100% right. I've set them up, but they're not being planted as we don't have any barley. So highly recommend if you are doing that early game, just try and get ahead of it. So this is the wild barley we need. So it's going to take 2 days and we're going to get some. And then what I'll do, I think here's some too. No, that's flax. I'll harvest it anyway. And then we'll harvest some mushrooms. That's not too bad. Alright, what is going on? Castle is defended. The stronghold. And then over here, second level is coming up quite nicely. We have a lot of the resources required to get this going. So if we minimize our food tab, go to materials, and then manufactured. So we have 160 clay bricks. I think it's 5 per. So yeah, we have lots of materials to build with. I'm just gonna check if we have any wood growing. We do. It's obviously important to set these to harvest. So you can set it over here. Stunted yield, don't sow. Cutting phase, 9 days. Lifespan. I think we'll have to wait, to be honest. But what we can do is cut some other trees that are in the area or not in the area. So all of those, all of these. Obviously don't want to go too far, but if we have to, we will. Should be enough for now. Okay, and our infirmary beds are just missing some hay, so we'll need to change job perspectives. So I think it's harvesting crops and fields. Who's on harvest? We need 1 person. We'll set Cassandra to harvesting. Animal husbandry can go 2. Crafting can go 2 for now. Edric can go harvest. Animal husbandry 2. Who is good at it? Gregor. Please also join. Seems like you have quite a good set of skills here. I'm gonna try to fix some of these for you. Hunting's always good. Growing. Cutting plants, we'll skip that at 2. You are a cook. And we'll put that at 2 in case you can do that. And you are an artist. Kind of. Training and healing is always important too. Put these at 1. Convalesce at 1. Urgent Wall. Put that off. There you go. Gregor is doing some praying. He likes ranged combat. Well, good for you, good sir. Although he has a force equipped. That's ridiculous. And he should not be able to utilize that if he enjoys ranged combat. Anyway, we can make gabesons now, light armor, helmets, bucklers and stuff, and so forth. Which is quite nice. Does require textiles. And then we have a couple of boas tables available. So with this being set up, what I am going to do is now switch off and basically dismantle this boas table here. What we want to do is eventually move out of the basement and into our new star fort. That might require some of these beds being dismantled, but that will come at a later date. But let's see. So it was Gregor. Who else? Obviously, resource Cassandra. What are you up to? So, flax. Edric is harvesting resources. I want these to be harvested. I don't know who I have to pay for this, but harvesting. Freitag, no, it's not you. Goodwinner, maybe? Gregor, I know you're sleeping, but I'm tired of waiting, people. Anything that's close by will also be met. So Baldwin, harvest please, Cassandra. Dale, no, that's it. Right, that should be enough to get those infirmary beds up and running. And you can teach the dogs how to do that. Oh, this trough's got some fodder. Do the same, yeah, I'll turn that off. Hey, we got a visitor. So it's William Neot. He's just going to be performing for us. I guess, which is nice. Alright, we still have quite a lot of clay being harvested over here. So we'll just add some soil. Fill in these gaps where we can. I'm going to convert all this area into just normal soil so we can get the clay out. Alright, so we're going to set the boa tables. We'll just do 10 of each. 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, 10 there. So no matter what, we'll have good bows for future fights, textiles, tailoring, nice helmet. Let's take a look at our research, see if we can maybe get some better armor. See, there's armor 2. Will require books. It either opens up more or we just get access to another building. Alright, let's get that underway. So books. How do we get books? Theses? No. Not chronicles. Books. pause. It's so tough because you need all these running constantly. I guess we'll do that. I don't know what this chest does for these guys, but I guess it can store some clothes. Ooh, caps. Okay, so they can store their clothing. Jeez. We have a lot of masks and headgear. Okay, so yeah, we're doing very well. Storage-wise. Melee, one-handed. It's a lot of items in these storage chests. Holy moly. I think I need to turn these off actually because it's becoming a problem. Okay, I'll turn off warfare. Coins. I'll turn that off too. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. I thought we were doing well with our storage. Clearly not. Oh, it's good to know. Now our actual armory will be light armor, we'll allow that. Okay. We have 5 practice dummies, I just don't think they're being utilized. Oh, look at our decorative shields. Alright, a few broken team members. Hopefully we can fix that. They'll be getting wonderful accommodation very soon. Each with their own window, door, room, bed, chest, etc. So it'll be nice and cozy and warm. And as you can see already, we're starting to make some longbows. And the infirmary beds are up and running. So if someone does get ill, we can treat them. Although the animals can just go where they want, which is quite annoying. Perhaps we should put a door on the side. We're just going to have to build it manually. Little wood door. And because, of course, you see through the floor, you cannot tell where things go. So clearly lots of digging still need to be done. That's why, yeah, it's just going to take a while. I really hope there's no cave-ins, but let's see. I might want to leave a couple blocks available in case there is. You never know. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think those will be fine. Those will be fine. And we have a restitutionist lectern. Probably built those incorrectly. I'll have to build like a church or something. That's taking shape. I mean, the amount of doors we have and gates, it's just, yeah. We shouldn't be too worried. But manufacturing wise, we actually have no current. Clay bricks, which is kind of concerning. Let's see how much hay we have. Nope, I don't see it there. Where would we find hay? Definitely not there. Well, we shall move on. Oh, this is quite a lot over here. Ooh, some fish are around. So let's do some fishing. Quite a lot, actually. Sufficient done. Ooh, barley. Barley, we need that. Virgin high pressure is that. Yeah, we need all the hay we can get. It's going to be a cold winter. Where is that? No. Oh, there we go. We've changed our viewport. Okay, meats reduced slightly. No hay in storage. All concerning. Prison cell, Greek fire, little splash. Ooh, a new settler. Okay. Appearing deranged at first, Chilean was simply overcome with terror, a pitiful stumbling corpse with wheels from binding and harsh beatings by a cruel master. Gillian begged, "Hide me, I will die if I'm caught." Settler slammed the door. Of course, we're going to help. We're going to help Gillian. And that means we can have another fight, which is quite nice. We can actually test our walls, hopefully, and see if everything works out for us. It's quite a boring fight last time. But right, let's take a look at Gillian. Seems like she's good at tailoring, but let's take a look at her skills. So we'll exit the job tab. Click on her portrait. So she's a loyal nun. Pseudonym is the Butcher of Bexhill-on-Sea. Okay, so she's an intellectual. And she's unskilled labor, which means she's going to be doing some reading. Okay, I'll put everything on naught. Tailoring. Put you on 1 for that. Okay, I need you to be a researcher, and you will not do it. But we will make you. Stuart, put you at 0. You can also be at 1, I guess. Urgent tool. It's kind of lame. She has some smithing skill. We'll just keep her on tailoring and research for now. And then of course we'll have to do her schedule. So she falls in on the top half, so she shall get a all that schedule. Then we'll manage her quickly. Select a ranged weapon. All shields for no one who has shields. Selected. It doesn't matter if it's a two-handed bow though. I guess they just, yeah, finds that. I'll go raid gear. I guess all apparel's fine. All armor. Perfect. So obviously she needs a bed. Let's find her one. We'll make her one. I don't know. Does this belong to anyone? Does not. Well, there you go. So we're gaining followers by the day, it seems. Don't even know if we can build these rooms fast enough. Let's see. I guess we could start with 5 rooms. Problem is, if we start housing our people on this side, they're going to have to go quite far to get some food. So we have to sort out the kitchens and the little details. Well, let's see. It would be nice to have everyone do one task at a time. But hey, summer is officially here. So good weather all round. Let's just go around the map quickly and do some harvesting. Where we can, of course. I don't know if actually anyone can die in this game of old age. It would seem like that's a clear possibility, but who knows? Ooh, look at all those red currant. We'll harvest those. Harvest those. Ooh, look at all this. Can we just have like harvesters? Manage. I would really like to have groups because this is so confusing. I mean, you look at that and you, what's going on? Crop field in the wilderness. 2. Make harvesting your priority. Tailoring can go to 2 as well. We have 3 dedicated harvesters. Maybe 4. Not a bad idea. Oh, people are unhappy. I don't know why you're starving. Eat something. Lots of food. Who was I? Oh, seems like the fishermen are all doing their thing. No, just leave the fish. All right, let's take a look at some animals. 16 trout there. Honey, eggs, apples. I think you can just go through the items out that are on the ground. Items. Damage per second. Vermin control. Put a few on vermin control, although I haven't seen any vermin. Lots of trained animals. Actually, we'll just leave these. There's just way too many. Although, I guess if we start from the bottom, so render, sirloin, Bill, Scott, Sita, Arietta, Lady Blue, Gregor, Godwinner, and Julian, and we'll have some goats, right tuck, Eustace, and Anota gets the cattle, Huda, the cattle, goes to Edric, and Dale, Cassandra, Baldwin, and Baldred. All right. What a mouthful. Right, I think we can also set maybe not that deer, but another deer, perhaps, or a boar. I think deer are probably safer to hunt, just because, well, they don't really fight back, so that's pretty much the reason. But we're gonna have another fight very, very shortly. Seems like it. Alright, apple orchard's doing quite well. We might have to put some wicker flooring between here, just so that the trees don't grow. For example, this tree is an apple tree, but it's randomly just there. So there's a Scott pine. And so we'll just take that out. Otherwise, it starts to encroach on our apples. We don't want that. Alright, so I get all the FPS in the world when the negotiator arrives. Let's see. That's a cool banner. Who is our speaker? Edric, go do some chatting. Might take you a while, but yeah, you'll get there eventually. We'll see what they have to say. Otherwise, let's just do some harvesting. And we do have this walkway up here now, so that our enemies can fight us quicker. Alright guys, I think we're going to leave it there for today. That was a fun little episode. Hope you enjoyed. And of course, if I don't see you... Well, hold on. Lost property. Violent extortionists, the river bandits. The brute spoke soft but menacing. Gillian belongs to me. Hand over my slave or you will suffer. They are deadly serious. Okay, we're not going to hand it over. Of course, we're going to be defiant and refuse to bow to the assailants' demands, which means we'll most likely fight. Alright, I think in the next episode we'll deal with the assailants. But hey, hope you all enjoyed. And of course, if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Cheers.